Afternoon, Trevor. It is Friday, June 12th, 2009, and today is actually one of those serious historical holiday things. It is Loving Day, which is named after two parties in the federal court case that allowed interracial marriage in the United States. In 1958, a black woman named Mildred Jeter and a white man named Richard Loving decided to get married, but unfortunately they lived in Caroline County, Virginia, where interracial marriage was completely against the law. What they decided to do was road trip up to Washington, D.C., where interracial marriage was legal, get married, and then return to their home state to live together. This would have worked out great, except what they learned from the police that turned up in their bedroom late one night was that the law in Virginia also invalidated marriages performed in other states and then brought across the border. The Lovings were convicted of the crime of marrying each other and were given the choice between a 1 to 3 year jail sentence in Virginia or a 25-year banishment from the state. The couple decided to move back to Washington, D.C., where they had by no means an easy time. They faced a lot of racial discrimination, they couldn't rent in most places in the city, they had trouble supporting their children, and eventually they appealed to the Attorney General's office and acquired two lawyers that believed in their cause and agreed to work on the case for free. They were Hirschkopf and Cohen. They appealed to many layers of the court system and were denied every time until the appeal reached the Supreme Court, which finally, in 1967, resulted in a unanimous ruling in the favor of the Lovings after their 9-year struggle to be able to be married, and with the following words from Chief Justice Earl Warren: "Under our Constitution, the freedom to marry or not marry a person of another race resides within the individual and cannot be infringed on by the state." The case set the precedent for interracial couples to be legally married all over the country, where 42 states previously forbid it. Though at the time of the final verdict in the case of Loving versus the state of Virginia, all but 16 states had already repealed their interracial marriage bans. Hopefully this is a historical precedent for the way the American court system works, and we might see a Supreme Court case soon in the future that is the final sweep in the battle for gay marriage rights. Though I fear that it may take long struggles from many couples like the Lovings to overturn the prejudices that stand against gay marriage in this country. But I am glad to say that the fighters in this battle will find strong allies like the Lovings found in their lawyers and in the 1967 United States Supreme Court. So that's Loving Day. I hope you enjoyed your history lesson. And Trevor, you will be coming out of your extended holiday tomorrow, I believe. Though it seems that the 9th and the 11th both had holidays. The 9th was Donald Duck Day and the 11th Nursing Assistance Day. So technically you shouldn't have been on vacation at all. But I guess I'll let it slide this time. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, Trevor. Happy holidays!